Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Topic
Thunder
here on the Top 10 show. We are excited to be doing this again. You know, Matt and I say this every week, and we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. We've been really enjoying this show. It's taken on a whole new life through COVID. You guys are asking some fun questions. And for those of you who are new to the patron, welcome aboard to being a patron. And this is one of the perks you get to listen to this show. And you get to send in your questions for the show to be answered by us, Matt.
Yes, sir. It's a FUBU production for us by us.
That's right.
Whatever you guys want the show to be is what you send us, and that's what we talk about. And it's sports and movie related, TV related, pop culture, or whatever in the world it is.
Yeah.
And it's fun each and every time. We have no idea what the questions are before we get them. We never do. And so if you'd like to join in the show, go to patreon.com/the top 10 with the number 10. And at $5 and up, you get to participate at this. So
yeah.
You ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump into it.
In the never-ending cavalcade of Chris Lemke emails, we're going to start this show. The guy's good.
Yeah.
The guy is good. So Mr. Lemke wrote, the date is August 13th, I guess, when he's sending this.
Okay.
Officially petitioning Nose to change dropping dimes to the Damian Lillard Power Hour. Well, we're a little past that now. You know, this was a few weeks ago. Game recognized Dame. All right. Note they could have blown out the round one. Okay. It's a lot of information. Here's the question. What actor that's genderless deserves the John Travolta Pulp Fiction treatment? A second chance to feature in a major project after being out of the limelight for a while.
Oh, that's a great question. Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, Linda Hamilton came back in that Terminator. I mean, she came back. You know,
yeah, but it's not the same thing as Travolta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a resuscitating. Oh, well, I mean, she was away for a while, right? Or what do you mean that it didn't come back with quite a gangbusters?
I'm just saying, you could tell culturally everybody had a soft spot for Travolta, and by and large, people were happy when he got a second go around.
Yeah.
Whereas Linda Hamilton, it's nothing against her, but I don't think she has the same type of groundswell of popularity that Travolta does.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's see, what former star?
I mean, has Jim Carrey done much, bro? Like,
he's got that TV show.
Oh, all right, he's got the TV show. All right,
which I couldn't get through.
Yeah, that was tough. Eddie's still always popping up every once in a while. Martin's come back when he did the Bad Boys for Life thing. Will Smith is back now doing stuff.
Yeah, but Will Smith never truly went away.
He just wasn't doing good films.
Exactly. He was still getting shots, but he, was still around and about. Martin Lawrence it's been a while since I've seen Martin Lawrence. I'd like to see Martin Lawrence working again.
Yeah. What about Steve Zahn? Have we seen Steve Zahn and stuff? I guess
he's got to be in something.
Right.
Probably a good TV show that I haven't watched or something like that.
I had one in my mind, and then it kind of flew away as we were talking about other people.
Yeah, that shit happens, unfortunately. It does.
I mean, Molly Ringwald is still doing stuff, right? So,
yeah, I guess that could be interesting.
Right? Back as a,
Matthew Broderick.
Oh, Broderick. Yeah. He still occasionally pops up and stuff.
He does, but you could see him having a potential run.
I mean, Fassbender really needs to come back.
Otherwise, honestly, I'm not even kidding. I was thinking in my head, Eric Bana, Clive Owen.
Right.
And I was thinking, basically, I was going to get to Fassbender, all the guys that Fassbender is unfortunately going to slowly become.
Right. Some people say Carl Weathers, but Weathers came back with Mandalorian. Mike Myers. We haven't gotten much. I mean, I guess he was in Bohemian Rhapsody. So
yeah. But all the stories I hear about him, man, he seems to be on an island.
Oh, really? He just kind of does his own thing.
Yeah, he knows a lot of people and he's friends with a lot of people, but it doesn't. I don't know. He just seems to pop in and pop out.
Oh, here's
you know what? Who just showed up on a commercial? Rick Moranis.
Oh yeah. I mean, beloved, absolutely beloved.
Yeah,
yes.
I would take.
Yeah.
In that vein, John Candy. I would love to see another movie with John Candy.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you know who? I know he still works every once in a while. John Cusack, man. We haven't had much from Cusack that is of real note. You know?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Right. I mean,
There
this
was
guy's
what?
a great fucking actor.
Was it 1408? That hotel one with the haunted
like
room?
2007, that one.
That
rare release date, I know.
Yeah, between that 2012.
I mean, he's been working. He's in the bunch of films I've never heard of that'll probably all just go straight to DVD. Although he was in Chirac, the
Spike Lee,
one, right? Yeah, he wasn't. Oh well, he was in Love and Mercy, the Brian Wilson one that got a lot of publicity. So I suppose that was only 2014. So I suppose that's fair.
Still, that's 6 years ago.
Yeah. Dude, oh fuck, that's kind of mind blowing. He played Richard Nixon and Lee Daniels, the butler. It's such a weird movie.
I watched. It just came up between the two of us because I don't think either of us have watched it. But I watched The Tax Collector.
Oh, did you like it? I heard it's terrible.
It's all right. The problem is I don't believe the lead is a gangster.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's not a bad actor. I just don't buy him as a gangster. Whereas Shia LaBeouf, yep. He's suddenly it's like I could see this character killing somebody for sure.
Right. Somebody said that he's like he could be offensive to Latinos if Latinos who watch this movie, but I mean it's LaBeouf, man. You kind of LaBeouf, however you say it, you kind of give him a pass.
That was my fear going into it. Honestly, it in no way is it some demeaning caricature type of. It's part of the essence of that individual that he's trying to bring to life. I believe that.
Right.
Now that could be me just as an apologist.
Right.
Because I know he'll do well in the role. Is as strange a guy as he may seem not acting, he is a good actor.
Yeah.
And it's not surprising that he might be a little strange considering he was a child star that transitioned and doing the biggest movies, and it's going to affect how he sees the world and interacts with people. He's been famous since the time of, how old was he on? What was it? Even Stevens? I never watched it.
It's probably 11 or 12 on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe even younger.
Yeah.
That's banana talk.
Oh, well, I mean, the two people who've retired, right? Gene Hackman. I'd love to see Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman would be a good one.
It's been such a long time. And Sean Connery hasn't done anything in 17 years.
I know, but he seems like such a curmudgeon. I'm happy with what we got. I don't want him to be Mel Gibson.
Come back and like ruin all our memories of it.
Come back and say a bunch of shit, and you're like, man, now Hunt for Red October. I don't know if Ramius is actually going to defect. Type of. He definitely, because there's that interview with Barbara Walters from the 80s. Where
I was just going to say,
slapping his wife around.
Mr. Connery, if you in the 80s you spoke about slapping your wife. Is this something you still believe?
Or maybe just women in general. I think it was just a broad shot across the bow. It's the only truly terrible thing I know about him. I'm sure there are others.
I'm sure there are others. Yeah. So sometimes you got to what?
If you hold that belief, that's not like the rest of your past isn't checkered.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Here's a good one I hadn't thought about in a long time. Bridget Fonda. What about Bridget Fonda? I mean, she wasn't like she was a big star necessarily, but people liked her.
I would say Meg Ryan.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
She doesn't look like Meg Ryan anymore. That's with the plastic surgery.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know if it would have the same effect. It's like Jennifer Grey. When she changed, it's like, you're not nothing against you. You're a good actress.
You know who she was married to for like 18 years? They just got divorced. Agent Coulson. The guy who plays Agent Coulson, that actor.
Oh, Jennifer Grey?
Yeah, she was married to him for like 18, 19 years. I was like, I had no idea. I think Meg Ryan is a great idea, man. I mean, she's talent. She's still got talent. She was about the roles, man.
Well, Julia Roberts, but I know you're not a fan.
Well, she's doing stuff. She's got a TV series on Amazon Prime, and she just did that What's Wrong with Ben movie or whatever it's called. Yeah. So the trouble about
that came out that were roughly the same movie that I didn't see either of.
Yeah.
Mother of a troubled teen who's into other drugs or potentially suicide.
Bro, we've gotten that old where she's gone from the cute prostitute pretty woman to the mother of a teenage child.
Oh, of course.
Maybe older.
She usurped Susan Sarandon, stealing her family when Sarandon was dying of cancer. We've seen this transition for a while now.
Yeah,
So,
she is now the Susan Sarandon character.
The stepmother, the stepmom. What was that called?
Yeah, stepmom. Yeah. I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. Maybe.
Sure.
I mean, he hasn't done much. He played OJ in that FX series, but still. Van Damme's always still rolling around. Ashley Judd? Yes? No? Maybe? Could care less? Maybe? All right.
Okay.
Am I losing you?
You did. I just lost all picture,
Okay.
and I just got little loading symbols.
Okay.
Who did you say?
Ashley Judd. Yes or no? Okay. Fair.
I mean, I like her work, but nothing where I'm like, oh man, that Ashley Judd is one of my favorite movies type of thing.
Right.
She's in a lot of interesting ones. Her and Morgan Freeman together.
That's true.
Fighting crime, in essence.
Right. We got to fight crime. All right. I can't do it.
That's your Freeman?
No, that's the best I can do. Caliendo is so great at it. I couldn't even come close, man.
There's Morgan Freeman. I know a lot of guys actually that can do Morgan Freeman pretty well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still go back and watch every once in a while him reading that letter from LeBron to Cleveland. Oh my God. Just brilliant.
Yeah. It's like once somebody cracks an impression, other people that are remotely good at it can kind of pick up on it.
Yeah.
You know, surprising, like a dude that I know that, Jeff Richards used to be on SNL and he was on Mad TV.
Okay.
He does Dustin Hoffman and it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Okay.
Because you've never seen a Dustin Hoffman and you're like, oh my God. He has these tiny little mannerisms down. He has a good Gary Busey and a good few others. He's an interesting dude. He is an interesting dude to say the least.
Right on. He was on SNL. What year was he on SNL? Do you remember?
Early 2000s, early to mid 2000s for like 2 years.
Okay. Oh yeah, he was on Weekend Update. Right.
Yeah, he did Drunk Girl.
Right. Totally forgot about that. All right. Well, thanks, Lemke. Appreciate the question. Shall we move on to our next one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. This is from Ben Cartwright. It says, hi, John and Matt. What movie quote do you use in your everyday life? Doing a lot of manual labor each day, I use son of a nutcracker from Elf a lot, or Kelly Clarkson from 40-Year-Old Virgin when I hurt myself. The other one would be when my girlfriend says, I love you, I reply, I know, in reference to the great Han Solo. Looking forward to representing Liverpool for the golden ticket. Keep safe and keep up the great work, Ben. Did he already do the golden ticket with us? This is August 24th when he sent this.
I believe so. I could pull up. I've got a spreadsheet of everybody that's participated thus far.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure yes.
Okay. Did he win? I wonder if he won. No spoilers.
We can't give that away.
Can't give it away.
Oh, no, it was another Ben.
Oh, okay. So maybe we haven't had Cartwright yet.
We have not had Cartwright yet.
That's good. All right, I'll be cheering for you. Not that I'm biased in the game, but I'll be cheering for you as a Liverpool fan. All right, Matt, what's your answer to this? Do you use a quote in everyday life? A movie quote?
The one that genuinely comes up the most is swimmy, swammy, swami. Samsonite. Because it describes a situation that doesn't really have a name or anything else that does come up. So every time it does, I think to myself, swimmy, swammy, swami. I was way off. I don't have any others, I think.
I think I have the Anchorman one that I say sometimes where he's just like, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Oh yeah. I'm just impressed.
I'm just impressed. Yeah.
Anytime someone makes a glaringly obviously stupid decision,
right?
I don't know how you missed this. I do think in my head, milk was a bad choice. Because it summates that entire feeling of why am I doing this? This is only making my situation worse. But I don't know if I say it aloud as much as I do swimmy swammy.
Yeah. There are so many. They have to come up organically in conversation, right? So they
do come up.
Yeah. To come up with on the spur of the moment, it's kind of tough. Like, I know that just a bit outside every single time I see anything where someone either messes up or gets close to messing up, I always in my head, I'll either say it or I'll just think it just a bit outside.
I said that once to a professor and another student. We were all walking out of class one time, and it got into baseball or whatever, and somebody said something and it was off, and I went just a bit outside. And they both stopped and looked at me like I was crazy. And I just went, all right, well, you obviously haven't seen that movie, and then just walked away. It was so jarring. I've never forgotten it. It was an innocuous, but the look on their face was like, what the fuck? So we're talking about baseball. I didn't even explain it. I was like, okay, you haven't seen that movie. And I just walked away, but just a bit outside.
I will occasionally walk up to people randomly, just like from behind. If I know them, I'll just go, plastics. It's like from The Graduate. Just mention that real quick. I don't know there's a million, dude. There's just so many.
Yeah.
There's some of my, it would be hard to kind of keep remembering everyone. I know when I was younger in my 20s, I would do the Ace Ventura thing when he was like, yes. When I was right about something, much to the chagrin of my ex-girlfriends, to all my ex-girlfriends, when I would be right about a fight, it was a petty way to kind of go like, yes. And so I don't do that anymore, but certainly when I was younger, I thought I was funny doing that shit. But yeah, I don't know what else.
There was a time in my life, like a lot of people, where movie catchphrases were in your group of friends, shorthand for a joke, and people would do them.
Yeah.
Type of,
absolutely.
There's several within my like high school years where, that had like a 3-month run when we were all watching this movie.
Right.
And then that had like a 2-month run. And then this one lasted for a year.
When I'm cold, I do the Will Ferrell thing from old school. When he gets his butt kicked by Jeremy, he's like, I'm so cold. I'm just so cold. I will absolutely lay on the couch sometimes. Really get so mad because I go, I'm just so cold.
My friends and I like to ski in high school, but we lived in the Midwest. So, you're going to these little glorified hills, no mountains type of thing. But there was a terrible movie that came out called Aspen Extreme. Did you ever see it?
No, I never saw that.
Saw it like twice, maybe 3 times in the theater. I've seen it a couple of times since. So much so that Pete Berg is in it.
Oh, right. Oh, you've mentioned this on the show before.
Yeah. And I saw him in Santa Monica, and I literally almost just went, look, this isn't obscure enough, but he is hands down my favorite character in the movie.
Right.
There's a bunch of bad acting, but it's about skiing. But, and I almost said something to him, but I didn't. He was with his son, and it's, time and place type of thing. But we would used to, like, when it would snow going down hills, we'd go Aspen Extreme, and we all do this over exaggerated move. And that lasted probably two winters. The first winter, though, that was a jam. That was, everybody loved doing it. It also reminds you of skiing, but we're just like, you do the pattern, just jumping down the hill type of thing.
Oh man.
But when you bring up Ace Ventura, the all righty then.
All right. I like what he's doing. Oh, man, that moment is brilliant.
And then in 2, when he's comparing the pain after he just got a spear in his leg from Tommy Davidson. Oh, I fucking love that scene. It's so good.
Everyone's
Jim Carrey. Maybe Will Ferrell could do that too.
Yeah, maybe. Right.
Maybe I could see that one. But he did it first. So now
that's his.
Yeah, that's his. To me, to this generation.
Every once in a while, when someone just says something stupid, I'll think in my head like, you brought me an abnormal brain? Abnormal? You brought an abnormal Abby something? Abby something. I just love that whole scene when I get to that point. All right. Well, thanks, Ben. What's your what do you got next there? And we'll look forward to you on the Golden Ticket, Ben. Thanks so much. And for those of you who aren't watching, the Golden Ticket is our game show that is on Mondays. And you should be watching it. It's on the YouTube channel that you're watching this on if you're watching on YouTube, or it does show up on the podcast channel as well, I believe. So Golden Ticket, it's happening. A lot of fun, great matches. Those numbers should be sky high. You guys should be watching these great matches. A lot of fun.
And can't wait for the next round of them. And our next question is from Jonathan Caro. And it says, hi, Matt and John. Hope you're doing well. You're both doing well, rather. My question is, what movies have been nostalgic to you, flashing back to when you first saw them as a kid or when you saw them with your family? One movie that holds true for me is Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams because it is one of the first movies that made me laugh a lot while watching it with my family. I obviously did not understand the serious themes at the time, but that movie has stayed with me, understanding the comedy and its themes ever since that first time viewing. Thank you for taking my question and keep churning out the brilliant content, Jonathan.
There you go. I mean, for me, my family and I were like, it's a broken family now. You're like, so we don't get together and watch movies anymore, or get together as a family and watch those movies like we used to. But I know for me, obviously, I've talked about the Godfather thing with my dad and all that, but like my mom is a massive fan of Cousin Vinny, so we would sit and watch Cousin Vinny ad nauseum whenever I would come home for Christmas. It would inevitably be on one of the TBS or TNT channels. That's one that I always remember watching with my family, like in the theater. One of the last few films we went to see together in the theater. So that's one that whenever we watch it, it's like just remembering the nostalgia of that. And then I've said it a million times, Top Gun immediately. Every time I watch it, I think I'm still 15 years old or 16 years old watching it. It's so fucking good still to me. So that's two of the films that are really nostalgic for me. What about you, man?
Okay. I mean, as a kid, my mom took us to movies all the time.
Yeah.
The only ones that stand out, because to me, the memory is I still remember walking up to the theater and in my mind's eye, because I was 5 or 6 when I started going to movies type of thing.
Yeah.
We went to roughly the same theater over and over. It's this big looming, it was inside a mall, but in my head, like the opening to it was so different than all the others. And it was like this gateway to fun. And on the left was the popcorn and the sodas and the candy and all that. Sometimes we'd get some, sometimes we wouldn't type of. But I remember walking out of Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade.
Yeah.
With Temple of Doom as a kid, like really young, just like that was amazing. I remember my dad taking me to see Raising Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I just saw that again, or the last 45 minutes of it the other day. I had some time to kill. It was on. I was flipping channels. It was on. I was like, I haven't seen this in such a long time. And I loved it. My God, that film is so good, man. Still funny. And sweet, dude. It's a very sweet movie. Yeah.
And it sticks out because it's one of the few that he took us to without my mom.
Oh, okay.
And of all the movies, and it's always stuck with me.
Right
but it made me like the Coens.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was interesting and kind of like funny and whatnot. You still have the over-the-top acting, like the type of in certain moments, but it works. That's the impressive part about it. All these years later, even more so.
I think it's one of the most unrecognized, brilliant performances from Nicolas Cage as an actor. And I'll tell you the one scene that really how many people would really come up with doing this? When they're fighting Randall Tex Cobb near the end there, the warthog from hell. Mm-hmm. And he, what does he do? He like punches him or whatever. And he is holding the board as the guy is coming at him. And he starts to reflexively almost throw up because he's nauseous from the fear that this guy is about to do to him, what this guy's just about to do to him. And I don't know that anybody would have thought up as an actor to just completely kind of fold in on yourself, coughing, trying to stay strong, but like being unable to stop the nausea from coming and the fear at the same time. So many of us have been in that position in our lives where someone older than us or stronger than us was threatening us at a young age. And we're just like, the fear and the nausea at the same time, because you don't know what's going to happen. He encapsulated that moment. I was just like, see, that's a brilliant actor. That's an actor who understands to live the life in the moment you're seeing on screen.
I know. That's why to this day, I will still, doesn't matter how weird the project is, I'm still intrigued by Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah.
He makes choices. Whether or not I like those choices is up to me, but at least he makes fucking choices.
Yeah.
As opposed to Bruce Willis, who I'm assuming has it on fucking autopilot until a project meets his lofty standards, and then he fucking tries. That's my guess.
Yeah, his choice is to commit or to not commit. Those are only two choices.
Yeah, exactly. It's to sign or not to sign. That's his fucking level of commitment to this project.
All right.
Yeah, unless it's a high profile, he knows it's going to get eyeballs.
Right, Tarantino thing or something, man.
Yeah. If we got something like that again, that could be an interesting one, actually.
Yeah.
About the question previously, Bruce Willis kind of needs a resurgence. He never really went away, but
right.
I'm trying to think, like Looper, was that his last big?
Maybe Lupa, maybe.
There's got to be at least one other in between then and now.
There a G.I. Joe? I thought there was a G.I. Joe between.
There could be
a million things.
Another Die Hard in there somewhere that I don't know. I don't know about that.
Die Hard. Oh, there was a Die Hard, right? That terrible Die Hard, the Russian one.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. I just don't know if it was before or after Looper.
Oh, Sin City. He was good in Sin City.
Okay.
But that's been a while, too. He did Motherless Brooklyn, the Ed.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he was in Lego Movie 2. Oh, Glass. Remember he did Glass. Shit, I totally forgot about that. And then that Death Wish movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we get into all those. You can just start making up fucking titles and you might be close type of bullshit.
So Bruce Willis movie.
Well, yeah.
Or not.
Him, Seagal, just grab a bunch of random action and you have to make a hodgepodge and be like, can you make up the best bullshit title?
Right. That would be great.
Exactly. Tokyo Heat. I'm not sure. Is that Van Damme or is that Steven Seagal?
That's the game show. Seagal, Van Damme, or Willis. That's the game show. You have to guess which one.
We make it up and we assign it.
I like Tokyo Heat. That's the one.
Sure. You just got to find something that would kind of work for all of them.
The Japanese triad has Bruce Willis's daughter, and now he's going to get her back. Tokyo Heat.
Payback's a bitch. It's like, Mile, that could still apply to all three. Or just make up fucking Money Plane, and it's like a heist, but they're all three of them could be in Money Plane.
Yeah.
It would be that bad too. Whenever the product is that shit, you have to make it the most glaringly obvious. It's like titles from the 1930s because people weren't educated to movie. So you had to spell out the whole fucking movie in the title. So it's just like Farmer Dale brings in the crops, and you're like, oh, all right, I know what this 25-minute movie is gonna be.
It's all quiet on the Western Front. Okay.
Got it. And then the twist is it's not. The irony of the title.
You're so smart, you guys.
Exactly, but it's also a different time, so you have to look. Movies were still new. You have to graduate people's process of thought of what this could be.
That's great.
And now it's just the lowest common denominator. It's like the fucking naming of TikTok videos. And just turn that to whoever genius is. Yeah. Then now they're suddenly just naming action movies.
That Birds of Prey movie, that long ass Birds of Prey title.
Boy, I watched that in the past couple weeks too.
Yeah, it was on HBO. Yeah, did you like it or not like it?
No.
Yeah, not your thing, huh?
No, I just thought a lot of the acting was stale.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, I like every one of those actresses.
Oh yeah, I know. They were all good.
Every single one of them.
Yeah,
across the board.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie and Rosie Perez what is it? Elizabeth Winstead.
Yep. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Yep.
The Smollett.
Journey Smollett Bell. Yep.
There you go. All of them.
Yeah.
It's something I know. It's the same as the actor who got himself into trouble in Chicago by claiming
that's her brother,
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
But I like Lovecraft.
Journey. I was at Journey Smollett. I was right, but not Bell. I guess that's someone else. I guess. No, it is Bell. Journey Smollett Bell. Okay. All right. But yeah, that's her. Then what? Ewan McGregor was in it. Chris Messina.
Yeah, and that sucks. They wasted Black Mask on that.
I know, dude. I mean, I didn't think it was a bad movie necessarily. I got what Kathy Ann was going for, but I knew that the DC fans were going to love it. I liked it. I just didn't think it was great. And so I think there was a lot left on the table that could have been fantastic.
Yeah, I never felt connected to any of the characters. I could not find a single one where I'm like, I'm buying into this.
Right.
And once again, every one of those actors, Winstead, actually made a good remake of a movie that I think is impossible to do, which is The Thing.
Yeah. I thought she did great in that. I agree with you. 1,000.
I'm just saying I can go down. Rosie Perez, White Man Can't Jump, is one of my favorites. Do the Right Thing. She's in that as well.
Yep.
I like all these actresses, and I felt no connection. I wanted to. Ewan McGregor's awesome.
Ewan was great. Yeah. Chris Messina was good as his weird kind of henchman. Yeah.
What finally took it out of me was one of the last action set pieces when they were in that fun house.
Oh, yeah.
It looked very the 60s TV show to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt strange. And I was already disconnected. I was like, I don't understand the choices in this movie.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
If people loved it, that's great. I hope it only helps them continue to try with that.
Well, it didn't do good box office, Matt. So I don't think we're going to get another one with her for quite some time, to be honest with you.
Well, at least as a standalone.
Right. Okay. Cool. We're at the 30-minute mark. Shall we wrap it up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jonathan. That was a very nice question as well, taking us down nostalgia alley. Notice neither one of us said the Goonies. That's because there's nothing to be nostalgic about with the Goonies. God damn it.
It's fun.
That's my personal opinion. Or E.T., which we don't like. Well, we don't not like it.
I understand fully why people
exactly
have the connection they do. It just doesn't have the same effect on me and us.
Agreed.
It's fine.
It's fine.
The magic just doesn't persist.
Right. All right. Well, there you go. That's this episode of Topic Thunder. I want to thank you all so much. All the patrons for sending in their questions. Always appreciate these questions. As you saw, they send us down these interesting tangents and interesting wormholes to have fun conversations about whatever you ask us about. So thank you so much to the patrons for sending in these great questions. Really appreciate it. If you want to become a patron and do it yourself and send in your questions, go to www.patreon.com/the-top-10 with the number 10 there. See all the multiple tiers and all the perks you get from becoming a patron of the top 10.
Damn straight. You can follow me anywhere at Matt Nost and check out Dropping Dimes if you want some NBA talk or Settle the Score, my other show. And that is it for me this week.
Boom. You can follow me at The Roca Says on Twitter and on Instagram. Give me some love on my YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/John Roca Says. And of course, the Cinephiles dropping every week. Just finished a partnership with Warner Brothers covering $1 Million Baby and promoting their director series as well. So go and listen to those episodes. A lot of fun there. All right, that's it from us. We'll talk to you next time with another brand new episode of Topic
Thunder.